Okay, on to our new segment. People are talking. Youth football leagues, coaches, parents, and players. This is something they're talking about, and they are fighting to stop a California bill that would ban kids under 12 from playing tackle football. A Sacramento Assembly member introduced the legislation last year. He says the bill protects kids from possible brain injury and trauma associated with playing the sport.
I've been looking at this issue on concussions and CTE for a number of years, and just think we owe it to ourselves to protect kids in California. And year after year, the more we know, just youth tackle football doesn't make sense for little kids' brains.
Well, the bill will be heard in the Assembly Arts, Entertainment, Sports, and Tourism Committee of Legislature. That's happening this morning. So if approved, the law would go into effect in 2026, so in a couple of years. So we posted a poll on X asking you if the state should ban tackle football for kids under the age of 12. And 59% said yes in our poll, with 41% saying no. They don't think it should be banned for kids under 12. And we've talked a little bit about this morning, about a parent's perspective, also a kid's perspective. I mean, what do you do when you're in a circumstance where your child has a lot of passion for something, but you're, as a parent, trying to make a smart decision for them?
I say you involve the child in the discussion. Show the child the data and let them know why you're making the decision as a parent. But also, you see 59%. Those are constituents of elected leaders who are talking right now, so it'll be interesting to see if that gives the bill any juice.
Yeah, and you would only hope that as a parent, you can have that level of communication with your child. I mean, starting at 8, 9 years old, my son really wanted to play tackle football. And like you said, we presented them, you know, in their terms, but with the evidence that it's just not good for your little adolescent brain. And at 12, which my son Connor is now 12, he gets to play tackle football. I still don't know if that's making the right decision, but it was a decision that we made together. And so as a parent, it's such a personal choice. I feel comfortable with that. Well, earlier, I spoke to CBS Morning's Nate Burleson. Nate, of course, as we know, is a former pro football player. And I asked him this question because I've talked to so many athletes in the past about whether or not they're going to let their children play professional sports. Here's what Nate had to say.
I say allow your kids to do it. If it's something that they're passionate about, you can allow them to play because of the new rules and the equipment. I mean, there's two things that really will give you a peace of mind. They are teaching ways to tackle, ways to play the game that makes it safer for everybody involved. And then also the equipment these days, it's better than ever. Listen, my kids played multiple sports and they got injured. But the crazy thing about them being banged up is they got injured on the basketball court before they got injured on the football field. So I say allow your kids to play football. And another thing, football allows you to coexist with others that aren't like you. It's the one sport that can parallel society when you're out of school.
It's a really good point that he makes. I mean, at the youth level, that isn't exactly true because, you know, you have these communities and you're playing against other people in your community. But at a professional level, he's right. I mean, it's anyone from anywhere that can play the sport at an elite level coming together and working together as a team. I agree. In all sports, it's about team building and building bridges in communities. You know, I harp on that all the time. It's so important. It's just let's find the technology to protect our kids. And, you know, that's what state legislators are looking at right now. In fact, we heard from them. Let's hear from a source that works closely with the kids that this bill would affect. Joining us now is Coach Roy Jones. Good morning to you, Athletic Director of the East Bay Panthers youth football team. Coach, we are appreciating you joining us this morning. You know, you just heard that perspective from Nate. We want to know where you land on this and how you are dealing with this situation. Do you side more with Nate, or do you think that this bill maybe should have some juice?
The bill shouldn't have any juice at all. I side with Nate. As we know, kids love to play the game of football. So at the age of 5, I started playing football and I enjoyed it. I had fun and my parents was all for it. This is an outlet for these kids. If we take that away, what is the outlet do they have?
So one of the questions I have, Roy, then is, can you get the same like fundamentals in flag football to sort of get kids started at a younger age before they dive into tackle football? And, you know, are they still getting that, you know, the value of team sports, which is emotional development, social development, learning how to work together as a team?
Well, with tackle football, you have aggression. You can take out that aggression on tackle football. And flag, what are you doing? You're just confiscating the flag. And tackle, as I stated, I started at 5 years old. I had fun. I built a camaraderie. I still have those players that I played with now. They're good friends of mine.
So as a mother who is allowing her 12-year-old to play tackle football for the first time, I'm going to put this on you because you're a coach. How much do you think coaches should go through training to make sure when we hand our kids over to you, you know exactly what you're doing, you have a blueprint of how to play the sport safely?
Well, we do go through training. Every year we have to take a course of heads of football. That's from tackling, showing them how to stand in a three-point stance, a practice plan. Every year we have to go through courses like that. And if we don't pass it, we don't get to coach.
Coach Jones, you know, a lot of this speaks to advances in protection for our kids, different padding, different helmets. And we know it's just a reality that some schools have the money to buy that kind of equipment, to fund that kind of equipment, and some don't. Do you have any perspective from that point of view?
Yes, I mean, I've coached in the public schools from Skyline to Castlemont. It just takes a collective. We can go out and fundraise the money. We can get donorships that can help us get that type of equipment.
You know, thank you for that. This is a really good perspective because, you know, we're sitting here as parents who some of our kids are playing, you know, football or baseball or basketball, but it's good to hear what's actually happening on the field in other communities. So we appreciate your time. Thank you for being here and sort of adding that perspective to what we're talking about this morning.
Yeah, we know coaches get up early, stay up late. We know that you are not rich. You do it for love of the game and of the kids. And your perspective is so important because we know people are talking. Thank you so much, Coach.
No worries. Thank you.
They don't get up early and stay late. They just don't sleep.
They just don't.
So,
That's
just
true.
want to clarify that.
Their head's always in the game. You know, here's the thing, too. A kid can get injured in any sport, in basketball, in, you know, soccer and things like that. I think it really comes down to having the right equipment, having the coaches being trained, and really having conversations with your kids and your family about what is best for you. My son is, both my kids aren't huge on sports, but one is playing basketball this year. I about fell out of my chair when he asked to play. I was super excited because of what it brings to, I love sports. I love the camaraderie. And I think it's huge that they participate in things like that, but just safely.
Look, I was not a natural sports kid, so I was more in the arts. And I'll tell you what, I learned a lot from the arts. I got a lot from the arts, but I missed out on some of the key things that your kids are getting.
The camaraderie is huge.
And I wish my parents would have, my parents made no mistakes, but I wish that they'd have pushed me just a little bit more because I would have been the benefactor of some of those team building skills and the emphasis on fitness.
Yeah, and just keep in mind, football is evolving at all levels. I mean, I was covering the NFL when they changed the rules on helmet to helmet. So it's not just at the youth level, it's at the NFL level as well.
Fascinating. We want to hear from you. Keep sounding off on social. Use that hashtag KPIX. You are an important part of this conversation.